Morning. It's Saturday, made it through the week. Got kind of a busy Saturday lined up. Gotta go get some breakfast with my siblings. We're gonna go hit a Mariners game, and so what I'm gonna kind of try to share today is this is a quick back day that I kind of just drew up with things that I want to target and make feel good. So while being under kind of a little bit of a time crunch, gonna be just a quick little few workouts. We're gonna be hitting lat pull-downs, lat pull-ins, and then some rows, and then there's a few other things. I think we got reverse cable flies in there. It's just a lot of things that are gonna be thrown in, and I'm just gonna demonstrate a workout and then kind of show like the working set and see how this ends up. But yeah. If you're on like a time crunch and you feel like you can't get a workout in, this could be something. So, thanks. Okay. So after you get your warm ups in and all that, just like I'm gonna throw a few of the arm circles in there, a few of these oopsie daisies. Then you're gonna want to get your cable machine set up. Hopefully, if you have one. If you don't, we could probably do a variation on that with another form. So what we're going to be focusing on here is we're going to come back in. All right, after you figure out how to finish wrestling with your shirt, getting your sweatshirt off, whatever, you're going to come over here for your lat pull-ins. So you're going to kind of put your same side knee up, and you're going to have it outstretched out here, and you're going to be pulling in like this. And so you're gonna pull in with the lat back here, like feel like right kind of under your armpit. And so you're just pulling in for a good tight compression on that. And I'm just gonna do this for 2 sets of 20. But this is the warm up, so we're gonna speed up and then we're gonna hit into the actual sets. And that's what kind of the tempo we're gonna follow for all the workouts. So now what we're going to be hitting is just some regular old lat pull-downs. Get your warm-up set, do like 2 sets of 10 to 12. Just get a good little mind-muscle connection. So like when you're coming down, you're like squeezing it as hard as you can. That type of deal. I'm just going to go shoulder width, just for funsies.
To feel alright with pretty lies, and you said just about anything to stay in my mind. And you could tell me I'm better off staying by your side, but I could tell that you don't love me by the look in your eye. I can't believe that you let me bleed on my blood on your hands, and you can let this time this slow. That's all you thought. You thought I'd fall apart. I started from the start. Oh, let you break my heart.
Oh yeah, you got the stringer on. Do you feel like subconscious something like that about wearing like a stringer or like a cut off? Just wear the fucking thing. Like it's if you've been working on something and you want to see the results for yourself, look at it. I just wear the fucking thing. Like, you're gonna find out that literally nobody cares what you're doing in the gym. I realize I say that in like waking up by myself right now, but like it's still true for like most public gyms. Most people like this. Nah, who good? So, next we're just gonna be doing some bent over rows. This is like something like where I don't feel like form is as important. I'm gonna show you kind of how I do it with like a lighter weight. And then I'm just gonna kind of throw as much as I can support with my grip on there while not breaking my lower back. You have to find that point of balance, which is really the fun part of this. So, let's get into it, let's do it, shall we? So you might watch that and you say, I don't think that's the best form, or whatever. You might be right, but yeah. Something I just want to be like kind of from this week or whatever. This week, there was a few days like I slept in like hour or two, and that kind of affects me mentally. Like I don't dig it. And then like something I was thinking about like when I was trying to hit legs yesterday is like, you know, I feel kind of insecure right now. Like, I don't always feel like I'm going in the right direction. Like, and sometimes I think all that you want as a person is for someone to tell you that you're doing good and you're doing it right. But that's something that 90% of the time, I don't think you're gonna really hear. Nobody just prompted to just say, you're doing great, buddy. But it's one of those things like where you have to know, you just have to make a move and go in one direction or the other and stick to it and wait till you see something change, and just know that you can justify your reasoning behind doing that and are okay with that going forward, that you made a logical decision. Because you can't just sit and overthink and put yourself to a box, because that's what I'd like to do 90% of the time, but that's really no way to live life. So anyways, little silly time over. Next up is gonna be lat pullovers. So there's a lot of different variations you can do this in. You can either use like the rope, you can use the straight bar. We're just gonna keep it simple. We're gonna use just your regular end of the cable attachment. And if you don't got a machine, I guess you can use dumbbell like on a bench. So you're like laying your back and you go one, like that. We're gonna do it with this. So
You're gonna lighten up your load. Nobody really feels like doing all that. And you're just going for a good stretch type stuff. So start here. And then you're gonna want to be touching like right here, kinda, when you're doing that. Like a habit I like is just like touching the muscle where you're supposed to be feeling it. Or like if you got like a buddy, like to be like, hey, this is a little weird, but touch right there. And then they're gonna be like, yeah, it's working it, or it's not. And then you kind of figure out how to get that to work, how to get that to activate, do something. Okay, to be honest, I just had to look back at that, and then I noticed my elbow's bent. I think you want to keep it straight typically, but I still feel it there. So that's where it can be kind of dependent on a basis by basis, like case by case result there. So we're gonna try to work on it in the next set. What we're going to be doing next is chest supported rows. There are some machines out there that are a little bit better than this one. This is one by Titan Fitness. Yeah, it works great for what I'm doing, honestly, but the one that I really like is that hammer strength one. It's the isolateral. It's got 2 of them. Probably one of my favorite machines of all time. Anyways, we're going to do just like, again, like 2 sets of 10 to 12, like just reaching a high intensity. So use the weight to leverage lower sets and like try to push towards a zone of discomfort, or some might say failure. Okay, so next up is going to be reverse flies, and that's supposed to work something that I'm told is called a rear deltoid. So what you want to do is just set these. I set them a little bit above shoulder height, and then you're just going to grasp firmly. You're going to want it to be like a little bit lighter to just warm up. Firmly grasp it. And then trying to keep the arms straight, and then just get like that stretch in, tight. And then you feel warm, feel comfortable, bump up the weight just like anything else. Womp womp. Alright, so we're just about done. We're just going to quick transition into doing a little bit of arms, so you can just try to hit your biceps a little bit with some hammer curls and some like concentration curls, preacher curls. Also, whatever your favorite like bicep workout is, like if you want to like drop in the comments like what your favorite is and like what kind of works best for you, that'd be pretty cool. So what I'm gonna kind of do to transition into that though is do some underhand like pull down, like reverse grip. And so try to get like a squeeze on your bicep for this to kind of let everything go. You're gonna be doing something different. Let's see how that goes. And so I feel like my biceps have never looked smaller than when I'm doing this. So that's pretty cool. Thanks. Okay, so now, unless the video is going in reverse, you should be pretty warmed up by now, so I'm not really gonna hit like a warm set of these, but if you aren't feeling warmed up and I've done something terribly wrong, do a warm set. But so we're gonna do a pretty good weight of this. We're gonna do like 2 sets, like 8 to 10, like just a failure kind of type deal. Whatever you can do. And then, yeah, going for like a controlled type movement. And sometimes you go for a little bit more if you can. Well, why wouldn't you? But, you know. Something I'm focusing on not doing is like, I don't want to be like leaning back to it. I'm trying to like lean forwards if anything, but So now we're just gonna finish off with some concentration curls. So like we're just kind of like sitting like this, and then I'm pretty sure your elbow is just supposed to be like propped right here. And this is doing like a pretty focus, like kind of like let it roll out, bring it back up and in. I'm doing like 15 to 20 on this, something. Again, it's like everyone's rep range is going to be different for what their intensity level is going to be, so just keep that in mind. I don't know. And then an honorable mention for this is just hitting some shrugs. Just quick, hit like your overall like your traps, everything like that, and just, I don't know. It's kind of ego, it's kind of for like development. So with this, you're just gonna like be pulling up and squeezing, like trying to like hit your ears and everything, but it's hard. So that's gonna be it for the lift. We got, I think I'm too close to the camera, but we got cardio and abs to do, and I'm not gonna show that because nobody wants to see that. So I'm gonna hit a little outro, a little closing, and then see what goes on.
I won't stop. I'm not giving up. up in the sky.